I don't know if you can see how frosty it is out there, but everywhere is just white with frost. It looks so cold. I'm so glad I'm indoors today. Hello everyone, it's Jess. If you're joining me for the first time today, then welcome to my channel. I hope you have a pleasant stay. I hope you enjoy this video. If you're joining me from previous videos, then welcome back. I hope you enjoy this vlog. I haven't done a vlog in a really long time, so I'm looking forward to this one. I'm really sorry about the state of me today. I didn't have a lot of sleep last night. It wasn't the best night. I've not been in a very good headspace recently, just a lot of things have been getting to me. Lockdown being the main one and still being on furlough. I've been on furlough since November and I just feel like I'm never going to go back to work at this rate, but I'm trying to make the most of my free time by reading all of these books and reviewing all of these books for you. Today is no exception because I'm going to start my third book of January, and it's a book I am very excited about. I've talked about it so much on my channel. You're probably bored of me talking about it, but if you are, you're watching the wrong video then, to be honest, because that book is The Midnight Library by Matt Haig. I'm so excited to be finally reading this. You have no idea. This has been one of my most anticipated books for a while, and I got it for Christmas. My boyfriend bought me this for Christmas, and it is the most beautiful thing that I have ever laid my eyes upon. I have heard nothing but amazing things about this book, and I am expecting it to be a solid 5-star read for me. It is one of my 5-star predictions for the first third of this month. I will link that video up here if you want to go and check it out. It is quite late in the day. It's like 1:30. I've had a lot of things going on this morning. One of them was sorting out my finance for a new kitchen. It's all good to go. We're going to get a new kitchen in 3 months' time. I've paid my deposit today, so I'm really happy, and the designer has done an incredible job, and I'm just so excited to get it all fitted and get rid of this horrible beigey brown grimy mess that we have been lumbered with for the last 3 years. So that's cheered me up. I'm happy that that is out of the way, but it was a really long meeting. But I don't have anything else to do for the afternoon now, so I'm just going to sit and read as much of this as I can. I won't be vlogging tonight because I do need to pay attention to my boyfriend. I have been neglecting him a little bit because I've just been reading and editing and sorting things out for future projects, which I'm very excited to talk to you about, but that's gonna be for another time. I think what I'm gonna do right now is get in the bath. I had a bath yesterday and I had a bath the day before. I know there's nothing wrong with that. I'm super clean, but I just feel like I spend all of my time in the bath these days, but whatever makes you happy. So I'm going to run myself a nice hot bath because it's really chilly outside. I'm going to have my first cup of tea of the day. I can't believe I haven't had a cup of tea yet. How un-British of me. And I'm going to see how many pages of this I can knock out in the next hour or so. And you guys are just gonna join me for the ride. I don't know if there's gonna be any spoilers in this or not. If there are, I will let you know. So probably don't watch it if you don't want to be spoiled. But yeah, let's get into the video. Hi guys, so it's a little bit later on and First of all, can we just appreciate how good this book looks naked? Like, I love this colour. I think it's teal, and it's just so beautiful. Everything about this book is stunning, from the cover to the story and to the way it's written. I am so in love already, and I am only 36 pages in. I will warn you very quickly that this book does feature very heavily on topics around mental health and suicide. So if that is something that affects you, then be very cautious when going into this book. It is quite emotional. Like, yeah, I'm only 36 pages in, but already it is a lot. So just bear that in mind when going into this. But at the start of the book, we see Nora Seed as a young girl, and she's having a bit of a conversation with her school librarian. And then flash forward to 19 years later, and she is a 35-year-old woman, and she is not having the best of times. There are a few things going on in her life that are making it pretty rough for her, and she's not in the best headspace, and she is considering taking her own life. So we are following her on what she believes is her last day. Then she wakes up in this library, and she is greeted by a librarian who hands her a book called The Book of Regrets, and it's basically got all of Nora's regrets in it. And basically this library has alternate versions of your life in it, and it just shows you what your life could have been like if you'd done this particular thing differently, etc, etc. And that's all I really know about it so far. And like I said, I am in love with it already. I'm really enjoying it, and I really feel for Nora. I really relate to some of the things that she is going through. Not to that extent. I'm in a very lucky position that I've never felt as depressed as she has, but I really do see a bit of myself in her, and I think it's something that a lot of people will relate to. So I'm loving that aspect, and yeah, I'm just excited to see where the story goes. I'm hoping to get a lot more of this read this afternoon. I've got about an hour and 40 minutes until my boyfriend comes home from work, so we'll see how I get on. I've actually been listening to some piano music in the background while I've been reading this, and that's been really nice. It adds to the atmosphere of the story, I think. So I'm going to continue with that, and yeah, I'll let you know how I get on with it in a little while. If there are any spoilers in this video, then I will make sure to let you know in advance, and I will put something up on the screen so you can go and skip ahead if you want to. But yeah, I will see you all in a little while. Let's get back to reading. Alright guys, so I'm 100 pages into the Midnight Library, and it is a lot. It is such an emotional roller coaster, and I found myself getting really teary-eyed over a cat, which never happens to me. I am worried this book is going to break me. And I've never been emotionally broken by a book before. I mean, obviously there have been books that have really made me feel things and have been absolutely phenomenal. And I feel like this book is going to be one of those books, but I think it is going to break me. And I'm ready, to be honest. I'm ready because I'm loving every word of this at the moment. I wished I didn't have to stop reading it now, but I need to go and make some dinner. I'm really sad. So yeah, overall, first 100 pages, really good. I'm really liking it. We've seen Nora explore 2 different alternate realities and what they entail for her, and I'm really liking it. And the idea of this book as well, actually, the concept is just so interesting and so unique and so different, and I am here for it 100%. I'm loving it. I just can't wait to read more of it. Hopefully I will get some more of this read tonight, but I am reading another book as well, which I'm nearly finished with, so we'll see how that plays out. I'm going to leave you all here. Like I said, I won't be vlogging for the rest of today, so I will catch you all tomorrow morning, and I'll let you know if I have any more thoughts on this book tomorrow, Friday. Be there or be square. Sorry guys, I think you can hear my washing machine in the background. Just try and ignore it. But hello everyone, it's Friday. It's a little before 12 in the afternoon, and I haven't got any reading in yet today, so I haven't read any more of the Midnight Library since I last spoke to you yesterday. So my main plan for this afternoon is to get as much of that book read as possible, maybe even finish it. It's not a difficult book to read in the sense that it's a very easy to read writing style, and it does flow really well and is really fast paced, so I'm not having any problems trying to get through it quickly. It's quite a quick read, but I don't know, like I've still got a couple of things I need to do this afternoon. One of those being I have 2 videos that I need to film for my channel that's going up in the next few weeks. I've been quite prepared with my channel as of late, so I'm getting all my videos done now while I can, so then I can chill out for the rest of the month and focus on this vlog and reading and other things that I want to do. I did that in December and it worked really well for me, so while I'm not at work, we're gonna do that and see how we get on. But yeah, so I have those videos that I need to film, and obviously I have to sort my washing out when it's done, and then I am done for the day. So I can't wait to sit down with a cup of tea and get back to reading the Midnight Library. I'm really enjoying it. So I'm just ready to embrace the full Matt Haig experience again and just have a great time reading his books. I absolutely adore him as an author. I've said this before, but it's true. I just can't find a lot of things wrong with his books. So yeah, that's the plan. I've had a very productive morning today, even though I did wake up at 10. I got some exercise in, I made myself a nice breakfast, I've made smoothies. What else do I need to say? I'm going to stop talking actually, and I'm going to get on with these videos so then I can get into reading and talk to you guys about the book. So I will see you all for now, and you can catch me in an hour or two. Alright guys, so I've done everything that I needed to do. I've filmed my videos, which is all of January's videos, filmed and ready to be edited, which I'm so pleased about because that means I don't have to worry about getting things scheduled for much longer. So that means I can pick up where I left off with this bad boy and get as much of this finished this afternoon as I can. It is 1:30, which means I have about 3 hours of time to myself to get this book finished. I don't know if I will or not, but we'll see. It's not a massive book. It's only about 200 and something pages, 288 pages, so I don't have a lot left to go. And like I said before, Matt Haig's writing style is quite a simplistic style of writing, which means that you can read it quite quickly and still get all of the information. So we'll see how we get on with this. I think I'm going to make myself a cup of tea because, again, I've not had a cup of tea yet today. How very un-British of me. I said that last time as well, but it's true. I normally have a cup of tea at like 8 in the morning and I haven't had one yet. So I am feeling it. I need my tea fix. So I'm gonna do that. I probably will light a few candles as well, because they make the room smell nice, and I did a bit of cooking this morning. And I'm gonna get all cozied up in my blanket and we're gonna read some of the Midnight Library. So I'm on page 130 of the Midnight Library, and I'm still really enjoying it. And I don't know if this is a spoiler or not, but I'm gonna warn you, this might be a spoiler, so I will put a timestamp here if you want to skip ahead. But I'm at this part in the story where she's exploring the different lives that she could have potentially had if she'd made different choices. And all of the lives that we've explored so far have been really interesting, and I feel like it's not long enough. I feel like they need to be longer because I just want to know more. And they're just kind of like little snapshots of like how her life could have been with her ex called Dan, who had this dream of owning a pub, and so we saw her kind of explore this life that she could have had with Dan, being in this country pub. And then we've also seen her explore a life where she was successful and she was an Olympic swimmer, and then there was another life where she went to Australia with her best friend Izzy. It's kind of interesting to see how those lives would have panned out for her and how they're not what she expected them to be. And I feel like this book is going to be very reflective towards the end, and it definitely makes me think about how my life could have been very different to what it is now if I'd made different choices. Not that I'm not happy with my life, because I'm in a very good place, and you know, even though there are things that I do regret, I'm still kind of glad that I made the choices that I have done, because I wouldn't be where I am now. So it's going to be rather interesting to see how Nora feels at the end of this journey that she's on, and what kind of decision she ends up taking at the end of the book. And I hope it's a good one. I feel like it's going to be a good one, so we'll see. But I just wanted to talk about that a little bit because, yeah, there is a lot going on in this book, and I feel like you need to read it to understand the full scope of it. But yeah, I'm really enjoying it still, and I'm going to press on and try and read some more of this now because it's just really addictive. Hey everyone. It's been a few days. I totally forgot to vlog updates on Friday because I was so engrossed in the book that I just forgot that I was doing a vlog on it. And before I knew it, I'd finished it, and yes, I'm sorry that this vlog probably hasn't been as entertaining or as informative as you might have liked. I finished the Midnight Library on Friday, and I've had a couple of days to think about it, kind of gather my thoughts on the book, and I haven't really been able to stop thinking about it, to be honest. And I've seen a lot of people posting on Instagram in the last couple of days saying that they're reading this book, and I've just been so excited for them because this book, in my opinion, was absolutely phenomenal. I loved every single page of this book. It was just great from start to finish. And so yeah, everything that everyone has been saying about this book is 100% true in my opinion, and I definitely encourage you to go and pick it up, because even though it deals with a very heavy topic, it deals with mental health and suicide, it is still quite a light-hearted read at times. There are still some moments of joy and humour in this book that will just make your heart feel so warm and fuzzy on the inside. And I think that's what Matt Haig is really good at. He is really good at making you feel so many different things when you read his books. Like, honestly, I felt like I was on a roller coaster reading this book. I felt happy, I felt sad, I felt frustrated, I felt inspired, I felt reflective. There were just so many different emotions being coaxed out of me while reading this that I had to give it 5 stars, because this book just made me feel so alive, you know? It made me feel so appreciative of the fact that I am alive. And I think that's what this book does really well, is that it really makes you reflect on your own life and make you think about things in a very different way. And you kind of come to appreciate all of the little things in life, and you kind of learn to accept that all of those regrets that you have are just part of life, and they're part of your self-development. Like, I'm getting into really deep territory now, but it is so true. And I find that this is the case with every single Matt Haig book that I have read. Like, there is always some kind of message in his books about self-acceptance and appreciating life for what it is and not taking things for granted. I definitely got that with The Humans when I read that, which is one of my all-time favourite books. So go and read that one as well. But yeah, this book is just incredible. It really deserves all of the attention. And if you've never read anything by Matt Haig before, then I would suggest that this one would be the first book that you pick up by him, because it does kind of represent everything that he is about. Like I said, it holds that kind of message that he includes in a lot of his books, and it's also got that kind of twist on the contemporary story. You know, he always picks a real life situation and puts a sci-fi fantasy kind of twist on things. The Humans and the Radleys are really good examples of that, and the Dead Fathers Club as well. So yeah, I would just really encourage you to read this. It's really hard to talk about everything that I loved in this book without spoiling it for you, and there are so many scenes in this book that I just can't stop thinking about, and I really want to read it again. So I'm probably going to do that sometime this month, because I'm getting through my TBR for January quite quickly, and I only have 3 books left to read at the time of filming this. It's the start of the 2nd week of January, so I've got plenty of time to try and squeeze a reread of The Midnight Library in. But yeah, I can't find anything wrong with this book. And maybe that's because I'm biased. Maybe that's because Matt Haig is one of my favourite authors. Maybe that's because he's written 2 of my all-time favourite books ever. And I definitely think that this is number 3. But yeah, it was just great fun to read. Really enjoyed it. He dealt with the subject matter really sensitively. You know, he was coming from a place of experience. It was something that he experienced himself in his past, but you know, he also managed to make it quite light-hearted and fun still. So please go and read this if you haven't. I promise you won't be disappointed. It might not be for everyone, and I totally understand that, but it's definitely a very unique book. And you know, if you're not a fan of his writing style, or if you're not a fan of contemporary in general, this one, you know, the story in itself is a lot of fun, and I feel like it's something a lot of people would enjoy regardless. So I don't know, I loved it. What else can I say? A solid 5 stars, and I'm so happy. I'm so happy to have finally read it, because I was waiting for months to get my hands on this book, and I was not disappointed. So this vlog was a success in my opinion, even though I didn't update for a lot of it. Anyway, I am gonna wrap this video up here. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I really appreciate every single one of you that are tuning in to watch me ramble on about books. It really makes all the effort worthwhile. And let me know in the comments down below if you've read The Midnight Library and whether you liked it or not. Let me know in the comments if you're planning to read The Midnight Library now that you've seen my review on it. I'll be really happy if I can encourage a few of you to pick it up and enjoy it just as much as I did. Yeah, so leave a cheeky thumbs up if you liked this video. Please subscribe to my channel so you can see more videos from me in the future. And I will see you all in my next video, which is my February TBR, I believe. We are flying through the days here, guys. It's going quicker than I thought it would. But yeah, I will see you all in my next video very soon. Bye, guys.